What's up, everybody? I'm back with another episode of the Keep Going podcast. Today's guest is Yosuke Shingu. He's a Japanese-born entrepreneur based in Oklahoma, known for his ventures across marketing, video production, AI, and hospitality. He's the founder of Frank Advertising, GenM Creative, and he's also the COO at Akai Sushi, which, if you haven't been, is one of the top-notch sushi restaurants in the Wheeler district of Oklahoma City. It's a must-try. He also leads Boombox AI, a software implementation company. He's passionate about fitness, self-development, and he shares his journey on his YouTube channel where he explores themes of business, personal growth, and motivation. In this episode, we discuss his journey, growing up in Japan, taking risks to be a foreign exchange student and go to a small town in Oklahoma to chase his dream of film production. He's grown so much in the media space, multiple business owner, and has such a story to tell. He even gets a little emotional with the time his mom gave him some recognition when he least expected it. Can't thank him enough for his time. This interview was so much fun. I hope you all enjoy this episode. As always, keep going. Yosuke, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
I'm excited, bro. Thank you so much. And I'm happy you got to come to the home setup.
Yeah, this is
a little
awesome.
more peaceful.
And like when I come to somebody's house, it's just like arts everywhere is nice, you know. It's good.
Well, when I was growing up, my grandparents' house was like that. And now mine's almost a mirror image of theirs. Like They would have art everywhere, and you don't know what'll stick with you.
Yeah, for sure.
But we were talking off the pod, and you were mentioning where you're from. You were born in Mexico?
Yeah, so I was born in Mexico, 1991. And then my dad was an international professor. Mm-hmm. So he went to Mexico with my mom. And I was made in Japan, and I was born in Mexico. So I was there till I was 3 years old. So my first language was Spanish.
Wow.
But I don't speak Spanish anymore. And then I went back to Japan, and then I was raised by my mom and grandma, and then my grandma doesn't speak Spanish. So she's like, well, talk to me in Japanese, and it's like Japanese. And then I went to, I was 17, I came to the United States, a small town called Felt, Oklahoma. I was an exchange student.
Where's Felt?
You know Boise City?
Yeah.
Yeah, right next to Boise City, like 30 minutes drive from Boise City towards to New Mexico.
Oh, so you're right on the border almost.
Yeah. So middle of nowhere, I graduated with 4 people. I always tell people.
4?
Yeah, 4 people.
Wow.
Then I always tell people that I was top 5 student, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of, then I went back to Japan for a little bit and then save up money for college. And I came back to Oklahoma City because of the Oklahoma City Community College. Mm-hmm. Had a producer of The Godfather. So I'm like, well, I'll come back and I'm going to go to New York or LA or after that or something like that. Then ended up liking Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So I'm still here.
When did you move back from Japan for college?
Like 8 months after graduate high school. So 2011.
Wow.
Yeah. Something like that.
What a life to be growing up in Japan, but then go to that small town in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it was culture shock because my same grade, we had about 1,500 people. Then coming to the school from kindergarten to senior year is like 64 people. So it was more cows than more people kind of vibe, you know. So, but I did love it. I did love the hospitality there. People are nice. They fuck with me all the time.
You're fine.
Then,
it's okay.
Yeah, but I had so much fun though.
Did you do some country stuff sometime?
Yeah, I mean, like we went to shooting for rifles and stuff, and then they told me like, hey, you have to leave about 2 inches before you shoot or whatever. So I had a, sore shoulder next day.
They were trying to kind of punk you.
Yeah, but I got them back pretty good.
Well, when you started going to college, you were going for producing. So you were always interested in media, or?
No, so growing up, I was baseball player. Okay. So I played baseball. I mean, that was like kind of all I did. Mm-hmm.
In Japan.
In Japan.
Wow.
So then I didn't study English, or I didn't study much because I was kind of guy of like, I'm Japanese. I'll never speak English anyways. So, but growing up, I had a bunch of dreams. Like I wanted to be a carpenter. Like I wanted to be like lawyer. I wanted to be anything else because I was watching TV and I wanted to do that. So one day I kind of thought about myself like, because I wanted to be those things because I watch TV or movies. So it would be cool if I can make those TV shows or movies to make inspire the people to have a dream. So have you seen Last Samurai?
Yeah.
So that little
That's
kid,
the one with Tom Cruise?
yeah.
Okay.
So that little kid was in my baseball team.
Really?
So he's
Wow.
pretty big time actor now. His name is Sosuke Ikematsu. He's like a movie star. And then I was 16 or 17, and I asked him, say, hey, help me out to become a movie director. And then he's like, hey, do you have money? Like, I'm like, no, I'm 16. And do you have a family member who works in the film industry? No. Like, my dad is a teacher. My mom is kind of homestay mom, but she was doing some different business. And so I don't have that. And then he said, go to United States. So that day, I walked up to the stairs in my high school, and then I saw like, go to US or Canada, become an exchange student. So I took that thing, and then I went to my English teacher, said, hey, I want to go here. And then he's like, well, you can't. He's like, you don't even speak English or study. Like, he knows me, you know? So then I was like, okay, whatever. And I went back to my house, and I told my mom, say, I want to go to US. And she's like, well, if you can pass the test, you can go. So
She wasn't like shocked or anything?
not really. She always let me do whatever I wanted to. Growing up, like, I practiced Japanese traditional dance. I was like 10 years old. I played in front of like thousands of people. And because my grandma was a traditional dance teacher. And then some reason I wanted to learn piano. I did that. She let me do that. And then after that, I'm like, well, I'll play baseball. Then I started playing baseball, and then she just let me do. She kind of raised me in a way of, she told me like, you don't really have to do homework if you don't want to. She's like, if you want to work in the summer in a hot situation, in the cold in the wintertime, you don't really have to study. And so I really don't study too much, but I did what I needed to do. So she just let me do whatever. So
that's great for your growth, though.
Yeah.
Because you get to try stuff.
Yeah.
Keeps your curiosity high.
I think I never thought it that way. Well, thank you for saying that. I think that's why I still do a lot of different things.
But that's awesome, though, because it's like almost like a safe environment to grow up in.
Yeah.
Where there's other environments where people are told they can't do anything, and then they just won't even do the littlest thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They wouldn't even know they wanted a cup of coffee. They're like, I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
But you're able to explore, especially at a young age.
Yeah. So then I came to US. Long story short, I didn't pass the test. I scored like, no, I did. So I got a letter. I passed the test and I got accepted. But a year later, I found out I scored a lowest score in the history of that organization.
Damn.
Yeah, because I was surprised because I passed the test because it didn't seem like, I thought that was like easy, like anybody will pass the test or whatever. But like turns out like I was lowest, but I found out later.
So you had to take it again, or how did you?
No, because of I went to interview with the president of that organization before I took the test, and I was explaining this is what I want to do. This is my dream. I want to be movie director, and then I was telling her a whole story about what I want to do, and then she's like, okay. Then turns out she let me pass it without passing it.
And like, I know you're wanting to be a director, but why do they send you to Felt?
Well, I scored lowest in my test. So whoever, my host family, sponsorship family, chose me. Literally, I got host family 2 days before my flight schedule.
So you still didn't even have anybody. You just know you were going to fly over.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So then I Googled like, what is Oklahoma? I didn't know Oklahoma is, and like, okay, there's most dangerous states for tornado. Like most obese people live here. Brad Pitt's from here. I'm like, I guess that's cool. So now I'm still here.
Man, it's crazy to think like the determination. I know it seems normal to you because you just did it, but
Yeah.
to grow up in Japan and then be like, I want to be a director. He's like, okay, you have to go to the US. So you literally go and rip a piece of paper off the wall.
Yeah.
Like, that's almost like a movie itself.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, but I feel like I think thanks to my mom, like just like I'll just think about it, I'll just do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No pressure.
No
like,
pressure.
I'll just go. I'll just do it.
And then like whenever I came back to college for US, people thought, like I told my friends, I'm gonna go do my things, and then after that, I didn't go back to Japan for 11 years.
Oh, from college to 11 years.
Yeah, like through, and then I started business and all that. And then I went back, and then whenever I went back to Japan, it was kind of great experience because I was hanging out with my homies from middle school, elementary school, and the high school. And then everybody told me they thought I was going to go back to Japan like within a year or two. Because like they didn't think that I'm gonna like make it. I don't feel like I made it or anything like that, but they thought I'm gonna come back. So they told me that was their thought, and then like they see me do stuff on social media, and then having a company, and then making videos. They told me they're proud. So that was pretty awesome moment for me, honestly.
What did it feel like?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know they were doubting me, but also they look at me in a respect in their eyes. It meant, I don't know, it was satisfied. It's hard to describe that feeling. I was like, okay, I think like I'm doing something good.
Keeping it simple, though, was great. That's why you're able to flourish the way you do.
Oh.
So you went through college, and then what was the first thing you got into? Was it directing or movie production?
Filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they have a great film production, Triple C. Not necessarily I had an opportunity to work in an internship in a film school. Then like one summer I did an internship from Monday through Thursday in Lake Eufaula. And that was like kind of camping movie. I think it's never been made because they still haven't released it. And then Friday through Saturday, I went to Sulphur, Oklahoma, and then they didn't pay me anything. They just paid me gas money. And then I was working my ass off, and that Friday through Sunday film director liked me a lot because I was busting my ass, So he gave me a Canon 7D. And then I asked for like lens too. I want a lens too. And then I got a batteries and all that stuff too for free.
So you got the whole camera set up now.
Yeah. So then I went back, and then production designer who I was working for, he's like, okay, great. You got a camera. I got the same camera. Let's go out, take photos with model. So I went to a river in Noman, and then we got a one model. We took the photo, and he's like, let's go home, and let's go to his place, like compare photos. And then we're comparing photos, and then I was looking at my photos. I'm like, man, mine's better. Like,
so even early, you noticed the something unique.
Yeah, I thought like, okay, I'm like good at this. Like if I'm actually wanting to do this, I think I'm pretty good at it. And then I started asking people, say, hey, let me take the photo. For family photos, any photos, I just start taking photos, and then like people say how much. So I say, well, $100, and they start paying me $100, and then even though I was going to film school, I wasn't making videos. So one day I was in the party, and then some hip hop artist came to me and said, "Hey, I heard you do videos. Can you do a music video for me?" And then I was like, "How much?" You know, he was like $500. I was like, "Deal." So then
Deal.
I made, it was kind of funny because he pulled up, and then in the college parking lot, he gave me $500 cash, you know? And then I made the music video. He liked it, but I mean, looking back, it's terrible music video. But
I bet that's awesome to see, because when I see, and I don't do like daily videos, but I look up some from when I first started real estate, and I'm talking, and I'm like, this is so terrible.
It is.
But you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, it is interesting to see, because that's what I tell my employees and all that. Say, you guys don't see the growth every single day because it's so minimal. Mm-hmm. But if you look back for a year, 2 years, and then look back to your videos you're making, or graphic design, or whatever they're doing, and then it's night and day.
Yeah, it's dramatic.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to like micromanage it once a month, you're not going to see it.
Yeah.
But think of you doing that music video, and then now that music video would be top of the line.
Yeah. Actually, I made a music video again for that guy, and then it was
Redemption.
It was a lot better, because I just wanted to do it because like he asked me again, and he moved to Houston and all that. But he was a nice guy. He always he gave me a shot first time, you know.
You know,
so
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I just did it, and then it was better for sure. I mean, it was still, you know, I'm always wanting to get better, like every time. So it's like, okay, what did I do good this time? What can I do better next time? Then like try to do better. And then if you do that every single day, you'll be better.
Yeah, for sure. Is that something you analyze when you're done with your work? Is like plus and minus? What's the good? What's the bad? What should I do?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after the music video, then you started freelancing a lot more? Or?
Yeah, I did freelancing a lot more. Then I was filming a short film for director. And then I met a guy who does commercials.
Okay.
Then he's like, "Hey, you want to shoot casino commercials?" Then I was working in the film industry for that point. I was doing like set dressing. But I was still going to school and all that. And then I didn't like movie set life.
What is that life?
It's like 15 hours a day, and like a lot of drama. And then like I don't really like people telling me what to do. So it's kind of like you have a C-stands, you know, like a light stands or whatever, like even sandbag. Like if you go to like a Hollywood set, like you can't touch things that it's not belong to. I mean, like if I say it out loud like that, I mean, it's true, but it's like I'm trying to help, like move stuff, and then I could try to get it stuck. But I felt like I was just one of the employees, and then like I'm not creating anything, and I don't really love anything, and I don't even care about this movie. I'm just
working.
Yeah, working.
Because the goal was to create. That's why you wanted to do it in the beginning.
I wanted to create, inspire people. You know, it's not really. So then I was shooting commercial, and then I was director of photography. So I was in charge, filming, lighting, and the storyboarding, and whatever I thought about this is commercial is going to look like, and then it was better than what I imagined. So I liked it. It was like 8 hours or 6 hours or whatever. Then I got money. I got paid more, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I love it. I make more money. Why don't I do this? And then I started filming for that person all the time. Then I started getting clients for myself for that company. Then I'm like, well, I'm good at getting clients. Then I kind of branched out to my own with another partner and started getting video, then video production business. And after that, they started asking me, hey, can you build the website? Can you do social media? All that stuff. We're like, yeah, we'll do it. Then we figured out, hire like assistant, and then hire contractors to build the company. Then now... Yeah. No.
What's your company called on the media side?
So media side, a video production company is called GenM Creative. It was generation millennial, but now it's kind of old people, I guess. I don't know. But
How old are you now?
I'm 33.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Yeah, I'll be
assistant.
33 this year.
Oh, nice, same age.
Yes.
So then my assistant is Gen Z. She always like kind of make fun of me, millennial, so it makes me feel old. Because whenever I started company, I was the youngest, but now I'm the oldest. Because
Really?
youngest because I needed to hire somebody who had a gray hair, have experience, so we look legit. Because I used to wear a suit to the meeting and jackets and all that, but now I show up meetings like this. I'm kind of dressed up this way.
Yeah, you look nice. Yeah.
Thank you. So then
I got to pause you though.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful moment in our career. And I know it probably happens for men and women, but I'm going to just speak for us right now.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started real estate, it was like suit and tie, everything.
Yeah.
And it was like I was almost overcompensating.
Exactly.
And then once I started working for myself, me and my friend would always joke, like, the more success we build, the more comfortable we get, like, as far as how we look, which means you still look nice. Like, button-up shirt, nice pants, but it's your style instead of just a copycat suit to wear a suit.
Yeah.
So it gives a lot, like, on the entrepreneurial side, I think that personality, it starts speaking.
Exactly.
So, because that's what I felt when you walked in. Like, you showed up, you looked clean. Like, that's approachable, especially when people are looking to do business with you.
Man.
Instead of like a fake you. I'm sorry. I just had to say that because it was a cool benchmark for me a few years ago or 4 years, whenever it was.
How long it took
to change?
Yeah.
So when I was in new home sales, like home creations, those type of builders, I was there for about 2 years and it was all suits until right around when I was going to quit there and work for myself.
Yeah.
I started wearing like more polos, but it was still that style.
Yeah.
Then I started working for myself and I would wear like a work polo for the investment company and things, but it was probably after 3 or 4 years total of real estate.
Gotcha.
So a quarter to about half of my career, because I'm coming up on year 8, is when I felt like I started finding my personality.
Yeah.
And I started believing in myself as far as when I show up to an opportunity to just provide value.
Yeah.
And if they don't like me for something they see, then it probably wasn't meant to be anyways.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean I come up and like show up and look bad. I still have a level I want to hit, but I also want to be myself.
Yeah.
And if they don't rock with that, they're probably not my style anyway.
Yeah.
So that's something I've learned over time, because some of my best experiences were when I showed up on my motorcycle, my hair's braided, and they're like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you."
Yeah.
And it's like, in the past, I would have been way too scared to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh, they're going to judge me."
Yeah.
But now it's like, no, I was running errands. You were my next appointment.
Yeah.
This is how you're going to see me multiple times.
Yeah.
You should get the real version.
Yeah.
And just like you're expressing today,
Yeah.
it's so much like the thoughts I get hearing you tell like your journey so far.
Yeah.
I feel like a sense of maturity and focus, and also like, I don't know how to say it, but worth. Like, I feel like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And if you had a suit, I wouldn't feel that more, you know?
Yeah.
So it was a cool moment for me.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I remember I went to a casino meeting for the first time in my life. And it's a big deal, right? It's like, we're charging, I don't know, like $20,000 like 10, 12 years ago. And then like I'll go to like a marketing director's office, like it was a big deal. And then that guy, like we went 2 other guys, and then like director, and then like a salespeople and me. And then I wore a suit, and then I said, "Hey, my name is Yosuke." That's all. That's the thing. That's all I said in that meeting, like an hour meeting. I was scared to like talk, to not mess up. But now I go to a meeting, just like I talk a lot, but I do listen more what other people say, then after that I'll tell people. So I think, I don't know. I just think that a lot of people ask me about like how to start business. I think you just have to do it,
Well, cause you didn't, the day one, when you were thinking you needed to hire a gray haired man to have some validity and wear a suit and those things, those are real benchmarks. Like when you were starting in the film industry and you're working for nothing but gas money, Same with me, like working for no money, just trying to make it. Those moments are needed.
Yeah.
You just don't want to sit there.
Yeah.
So that's why you've been able to develop a personality, but
Yeah.
your superpower and your value was always there. You just
Yeah.
had to start showing it.
Yeah.
And that can only come from experience.
Yeah.
If you try to do that from day one, there's probably going to be moments like the suit where you're not being all the way authentic. It doesn't mean you were doing something wrong.
Yeah.
But you found your style. And that
Yeah,
takes time.
It's kind of funny though. It's kind of like I'm kind of cruising like where I was, and then like I'm doing okay. Then honestly, this happened last week.
Last week, okay.
I went to I managed a restaurant called Akai Sushi, and
which is amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Don't just roll over it. It's like the top in the city. I mean,
Yeah.
like, that place is phenomenal. And we had a great moment when me and my wife saw you there. So thank you for the hospitality, because that place is phenomenal.
No worries. Well, glad you guys enjoy.
Yes, sir.
So we are trying to expand. I'm not gonna say where, but when or whatever. But we are meeting with the architect to design and then start building up the process
From the ground up,
we are
renovating.
the place.
Okay.
But anyway, so we went to architect's house, and then he had his dad and his mom and then his wife, and then I brought my girlfriend and the owner of the restaurant. And then we're talking, that guy owned Taco Mayo.
The architect?
Architect's dad.
Oh,
So
damn.
then, so I
Like an Oklahoma staple.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he lives in Mexico or something right now. But
Okay.
so we got into talking, and then I was asking questions. Always like I'm curious, like what other people, how they made it, and then also how they think about stuff. So I was asking him questions, and then like gratefully, he was giving me a whole bunch of advice. And then he asked me, I was asking him like a whole bunch of questions and then how he did it, and then he's like that, and then he's doing like a real estate now, and then like he has a bunch of stuff. And then he asked me like, what's your end goal, you know? And then I was telling him, say, well, I have a marketing company, and then I have a restaurant, then I have an AI company, and then I'm doing YouTube. So like I'm trying to, so YouTube, when I get like, have more followers and all that stuff, inspire people, I can help people to do the restaurant. And then I want to do like clothing line, and then I can sell at the restaurant online. And then when I'm learning about the restaurant, then the restaurant operation, there's a system and the lack of the system on the AI development. So I will develop the software, I can sell it. And then all the restaurants we build, I can do the marketing, and then the AI, the marketing I'm doing for the restaurants, and it will grow itself. And then I will meet so many people, they are business owners, so that I can do the marketing for those companies. So that's kind of my plan. And then he asked me, what is your end goal? And then I was like, what is my end goal? And then, cause like, if you ask somebody like who is Yosuke or whatever, people will probably say like I'm goal-oriented person. Mm-hmm. But whenever he asked me what is your end goal, I was like, I don't have one. But I don't have the end goal, but I have a plan for like the next 5 years, 10 years. Like this is what I want to do, and that's what I'm working towards. So he told me like, well, you're in the age now and that you are doing stuff. This is the next steps, like the next goal you have to think about. Then you work towards the goal. You can willy-nilly just do that. It's all sound great, but it doesn't connect to your end goal. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, damn, what is your end goal?
Yeah, you need those. Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so put me on the spot. I would say my end goal is so I've got like 2 chapters.
Yeah.
End goal of like, while I'm still somewhat young, would be to have enough real estate to retire off of it.
Yeah.
And then,
do you have the number?
A number of houses?
No, like how much in your bank, or how much real estate it's worth, like to retire?
I feel like, honestly, to travel the world and not work, I would just need to, make anywhere from 70 to 100 a year.
Okay.
On autopilot.
Oh, gotcha. That goes passive income.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which could be anywhere from, $7 to $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
Which is obtainable.
Yeah.
And then if you're not working all that time, you could still live off that plenty.
Yeah.
So that would be my first goal, would be to get to an automated point on the real estate and then just travel everywhere, because I believe, and that's something that's influenced the podcast, is like moments like this.
Yeah.
Like, this is the longest we've ever talked, and it's amazing to me. Like, this is awesome because I'm learning about you, and I get a lot of hope from conversations like this and perspective because I'm learning.
Yeah.
I would just want to travel and learn and experience.
Yeah.
And then probably when I'm older, but still have time to explore, I'd want to retire somewhere, probably a little mountainous, and just have like a live off the land lifestyle.
Yeah.
Chop firewood and like live off the land.
That's cool.
But
That's cool.
first I'd want to, I'd want me and my wife to be good on passive income and just travel as much until we're tired of it.
Yeah.
And then end up buying some land, retiring on some land where, I don't really leave the house anymore.
Got you. I think that's cool though. I think I kind of had the same concept like that, but he was pushing me.
Yeah, because you got to be specific.
Like ask me like how much you need to like what the angles are, and then like what asset you want to own. Like he was asking me specific question. I'm like, I don't have that number.
Yeah, because I didn't think about it a lot until the last couple years, where I was like, I know what you have to have like cash flow wise.
Yeah.
So the mindset I've been in for the last year, and it's actually been healthy for me, and it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Mine has been minimizing unneeded debt while still investing in making active income.
Right.
But just cutting out some of the fat, even if it's only $30 a month on something I don't need.
Yeah.
Like, because I've noticed since I switched that focus in the last year or two, I used to have like 9 or 10 things that were requiring monthly attention,
Yeah.
And those have been chopped out.
Right.
And then you're like, dang, well, that's because I start thinking numbers.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, you chop those out. That's $14,000 a year additional if you make your same amount and increase.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, then cut that. Okay, now we're at 16. Cut that. That's 18. It's like, dang. So just cutting those things out, you can save $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
Like, little moments like that have been helpful for me now, because on the investing side, there is short-term and long-term, but it is a long game.
Yeah.
So right now I've been focused on the minimizing, and that's brought me a lot of, I guess, positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
You can see it go as you're still getting the income.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's awesome.
But it's a journey.
I think it's both ways. For me, it's like saving. I really don't really like saving, but I'm kind of that guy like, hey, let's just buy this, But I think that's not healthy. But at the same time, I'm more like, hey, let's make more. But then I can help out. But also like optimizing, like I would rather.
That's probably the word I'm using.
Yeah,
optimize.
Yeah. I think like that's what you're doing. I think that's cool to do that.
But I'm definitely like you, where it's like experience over anything.
Yeah.
So if there's an opportunity, I'll take it. If we got like, if you're like, hey, I'm going to Japan, have you and Rachel ever wanted to go? We're like, hell yeah. We would just stop everything and go with
That's
you.
awesome.
Because that's stuff you'll never get back.
Yeah.
So I'm dropping that seed for you when you go back to us.
I'm going back maybe next month.
Well, next month is too soon, but the next time, because it's on our list. I think it's written on my travel thing on the whiteboard over there on the side.
Oh, that's awesome. Anything is possible.
So that would be awesome to go with you.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that, so the new concept for the restaurant will be Japanese speakeasy. So we're going there to get a bartender. Like ice sculpture and a chisel and then like high-end cocktail, those bartenders. We're going to get one to bring it over here. That's why I'm going back.
So you're going to be interviewing them?
No, interviewing. I think like that's something I really loved about the owner of the restaurant. And then me and him is so close now. He's like big brother for me. I have fun working, with him. And then he's not like a traditional guy, sitting at interviews and all that. I bet we just go there, we meet a bunch of people, we take them out, and then we go have fun. And they say, hey, you want to come to OKC? Like we're talking about suit and then like casual clothes. we don't really do interview like that anymore. Like we do for like servers and all that kind of stuff, the typical, questions and all that. But yeah, those people who we want to get, we just talk to them, say, hey, come with us.
Because the lifestyle is important.
Exactly.
If you all can mesh that way,
yeah,
everything else will come.
Yeah. So hopefully we find somebody. We don't really have solid plan, but I know for a fact that we'll get one.
Well, the Japanese speakeasy sounds really dope.
That'd be cool.
Especially because, like, the thing with Akai is that it's high quality.
Mm-hmm.
And that, to some people that may not matter.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I'll go to the lowest sushi place because I don't care. It's all the same.
Yeah.
But to someone like myself and your base of customers, that excellence is important.
Yeah.
So to go to a Japanese speakeasy that's going to be high quality, attention to detail, that's a big deal.
I think that's what I learned from doing the high-end restaurant is texture or what you touch or what you see or like a detail of the stuff is important.
Yep.
Like sometimes whenever I'm taking photos or like creating videos, I do close-up shots or whatever, and then I get it. But I think I'm more, I don't know, inspired, grateful. It's just like, it makes sense. Why the detail? Why is that material? Like people say, this is like $10,000 table or whatever. I'm like, why would you pay $10,000? Like you could buy this and then like $500 or whatever. But it does change a little bit. You can't put money into it. Like if you have a good food and then like people say this is high end, but it's all together. Like you have to make it high end. Like, I don't know.
Even the bathrooms there, I know this is random, but even the bathrooms like have a dark wallpaper with nice stuff.
Yeah.
Like the sinks out in the middle. Those little things are like the gold chopsticks, like all those little things. Like I'm just regurgitating this from my experience, but even when you brought over the sake and it was in that little box.
Yeah.
Like,
that's all. Yeah. His vision, he made it happen.
Yeah.
And then
that's a big deal though for people to get that consistency because then they come back.
Yeah. And it's just, I'm good at making, things already look beautiful or like the things I'm good at making that look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love building businesses, and then I like building like operationally to build stuff with my people management. I have a love and hate relationship with the people and the employees and all that kind of stuff, but I love see people grow and give them on other things, and then I see their growth, and then like it's like, oh, I made this, so that's what I love. So that's what I'm doing for restaurant, like numbers, operation side of things. And I even like learn how to roll sushi and all that, because like people don't respect other people that you don't put like time to it. So literally I was there every night for like 3-4 months. And then I just like started asking chefs, what do you do? Okay, what do you need? I just like started doing it.
Well, that's a big deal to get in the weeds with it on things, because you need to learn those things.
Yeah.
And not only for yourself, but for the image may not be the right word, but they're going to respect you more when they see that.
Yeah, I think that thought process came from movie director, like is kind of like a conductor for orchestra. But I heard like conductor, like I always thought like he's just like swinging sticks, like he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But it turns out that he is the best musician of the whole orchestra, because he can do violin, he can do piano, he can do drums or whatever. I don't know orchestra too much, but
he has all the skills.
He all has the skill. So I want to be the conductor of the. I know it looks like I'm just swinging the sticks, but I'm good at a lot of things to put it together, because I think that's what it takes to build the company and to build the system, even restaurant or marketing or AI or whatever. Like you have to know everything, but you can't be best of everything, but you have to know everything. That's kind of what I'm trying to do.
Well, that's come from your upbringing too, because when you're growing up, you're just trying stuff.
Yeah.
And then now you're able to apply it a little bit. Yeah. You're like, no, I need to try these things, but also with some intention.
Exactly. So, that's Well said.
Well, I'm curious, man. First off, let me give you your flowers. Being a multiple business owner, growing up, born in Mexico, go to Japan, just rip the piece of paper and come over here and then go and come back and create a life like your friends back home, they have reasons to look up to you. And I know it's just a chapter and you're going to keep going, but like what you've done so far is amazing for you.
Oh,
So
thanks,
like,
man.
make sure you smell the flowers of that. But I'm curious about your YouTube channel. You kind of spoke to me a little bit about what it means to you and why you did it and things,
Yeah.
but take me through that again and kind of explain when you started and kind of what we talked about.
Yeah, so YouTube has been, I mean, YouTube is crazy because I used to watch YouTube videos, say, hey, which camera is the best? A Canon 7D or like Canon 5D Mark II, which is funny because 5 years ago, like a 10, whenever I started video stuff, I'm like, I wanted to buy 5D Mark II. That was like $3,000 or $4,000 camera.
And that was the one?
That was the one I wanted to buy.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, if I can like buy that camera, I feel like I made it. And then like a couple of years down the later, like I bought a Canon C300, which was a 15 grand camera. So I'm like, I kind of passed it. That was a kind of good moment for me. But anyways, I digress.
That's a big moment.
But I watching that, and then like I was doing I had an office in downtown Oklahoma City, and then I had a girl, my ex or whatever. We were like not doing good, and also like I felt like every employee hated me in my office. I didn't like that, and then I was like getting fat, and then like I was like super depressed. And then
Was that your first time dealing with that darkness?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because like I was trying my best to make everybody happy and also make myself happy, but I couldn't do it. Like I was like third place, bro. And then one night, I remember like that was like past midnight, 1 a.m. or something, and then I drove a truck to like I didn't know like where I was going, but I just literally didn't look. That was like stupid, but I was driving around, and then I got parked in my office, and then somehow I pull up the YouTube, and then some reason I saw a video. I bet like a YouTube can feel or whatever going through, say like how to deal with depression or whatever. There's a guy named How to Beast. He is a fitness influencer. That does do a self-development and then like how to get a girl or something, and then also like a fitness.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched his videos, and then I was like, then it just got into it, and then watched like probably like 20, 30 videos of him in that parking lot.
Mm.
And then last video I watched, he was in the alleyway in Spain, and then there where he come from, and I think he was going through something similar. And then because his YouTube is not doing good or whatever, but he was saying like on the camera, like almost like kind of crying, you know. He said, if you're doing something and if you're trying, and if you know that you need to try to do something to get better, like that's 10% of the 100% of people. But if you actually know that you have to try, and then you are actually trying, you are 1% of the population. And then he say, I'm so proud of you, bro, to the camera. I broke down, bro. Then like I was like, then after that I was religiously watching YouTube for like fitness stuff or whatever, like lifestyle stuff. And they just like saved my life. And then I just got it. And then after that I got into fitness. I trained like MMA stuff, but you know, back then, I was like, people were telling me like, you know, I look bigger and like not fat or whatever, but I knew I was fat, you know?
You can feel it.
Yeah. So then I gradually did it, and then I got shredded at that point, and then I fought a MMA, you know, in a cage on 145. And then back then I was 180. So like pretty much like 35 pounds or whatever. And I felt good. And then one day I didn't even think about making YouTube video till like couple years down the line, and now I was thinking about, well, I was in the hotel room, and then like clients bitching about the video, and then like telling me like we need to do this and all that stuff, even though like I think it's not good for a client, because like obviously videos need to make clients, customer or guest to like it so that the video actually works for the business. But they wanted to do whatever they wanted to do. I'm like, why am I making video then spending so much effort to this other people? But I was like, well, I should make YouTube. I should just do it for myself. And then I thought about it for like a long time. And then like a year probably passed by, and then I finally went to a backpacking trip with my boys.
Where'd you go?
Colorado,
Nice.
Womichita Mountain or whatever.
Nice.
And I did a 50-pound backpack, 50 miles in 5 days. And then I filmed the whole thing like a little by little, and then I sit down, then made a YouTube video, and then like
That was your first one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
So it's not good, obviously that was the first video.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny because I think I had a little bit of I don't know, the feeling about I have to make the best video because I make videos for a living, so I have to make something good. But it changed my mindset about like, just people are not gonna watch it anyway, so I'm just gonna post it. And then I start posting it, and then yeah, I just love it, man. I just like, it's a kind of documenting my life, but also I love trying new things, creating new things.
How long have you been doing it?
Well, I did year in 2023 to 2024. I did about a year and a half, and then a year and a 45 days, I got monetized. To got the 1,000 subscribers, it took me. I tried a whole thing a lot,
But that's amazing. It may seem small to you, but that's a big deal.
It is a big deal because like a lot of people start a YouTube channel and I think they quit within 10 videos or something. Because kudos to you too. You have 84 podcasts. I think statistic shows like 90% of people have a 10 or less podcast. So I think it's awesome. You doing 84.
Thank you. Yeah. I think you're number 87.
Nice. 87.
Yeah. Well, either way. No, I appreciate it. And when you were asking me when I was making coffee and you were like, how long have you been doing it? Why have you been doing it?
Yeah.
I felt that connection because it is just, it's a long game like investing or business.
Exactly.
It's not something, and that's what I told myself in the beginning is I'm not going to do it just now. If there is a point where I want to stop, then that's fine because I completed my journey.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do it for 5 or 6 episodes and then just quit because I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we're here. But
yeah. What do you get out of doing this?
Man, I said it a little earlier.
Yeah.
But like this engaged of a conversation and learning about you and also learning about our similarities and differences and things we've been through that have shaped us.
Yeah.
I get more perspective in the simplest terms.
Yeah.
I get more perspective about the world from these moments. And it's just like when you travel or go spend time in nature on your own or things like that. You get these moments where you can grow. And I'm lucky enough to meet people, once a week, twice a week, where I can pick their brain and learn from them. And like I told you out there, I always get something from it. Yeah. Like even today, like learning about you, and I've already given you your flowers, but learning about the milestones and the risks you've taken, like that's motivational to me. Yeah. And then it's also inspirational that the world will be a better place because of you. Yeah. And that's what I've learned.
I mean, that's a lot. But
No. Is it not true though? That guy tells you on the YouTube video, you're with the 1% because you're choosing to do better. Yeah. I'm proud of you. Yeah. It's the same for me to you. Yeah. There's all these people in the world. But something that's cool is through the podcast, everyone I've interviewed is a great soul that wants to do better in the world. So the world will be a better place because of them. Yeah. And I get to have moments with them. Yeah. So it's really rewarding for me. And luckily, people get to get something out of it as well. Yeah. Whether it's someone texting me about an episode or my stepdad called me one time and was like, hey, that lady you interviewed, we really kind of went through a lot of the same things, and it was refreshing hearing her story.
Awesome.
They're about the same age,
Yeah.
like in their 50s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think I would interview this woman. Her name was Tanya, and she was going to speak to my stepdad, you know?
Yeah.
So I get a lot of reward from it.
That's
in
awesome.
different ways. Probably the same way you get something from YouTube, I assume.
Yeah, I think also like creative freedom. Also, I don't know. I can, because of I'm doing YouTube, I feel like I do more.
Yeah.
Because most people ask me like, how do you have the time to do all this? You know, I'm just like, well, I don't really watch TV.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
We could talk about that for an hour. 'Cause
Yeah.
people ask me like, are you watching shows? What are you watching right now? And I'm like,
Yeah. I don't really, I mean, I watch YouTube all the time.
Yeah, I was like,
driving,
YouTube?
But yeah, but anyways, I get to do more because I think if I wasn't doing YouTube, probably not sitting like across the table from you.
yeah, and I wouldn't get these moments if I wasn't podcasting, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And what's cool is, obviously, there will be a time when we're in Japan together.
Yeah.
I'm speaking it into existence. But with some other guests, like I've done shooting training, I've done horseback riding, I've done ranch work, I've done climbing and got to talk to people. Like, there's all these moments I'm getting with people that I wouldn't have gotten.
Yeah.
I had an episode early on with a guy named Ryan Dunn, who's a real estate investor, a friend of mine.
Yeah.
We just played pool for an hour and talked about his life.
That's cool.
And I'm like, I still haven't played pool with him again since then.
Yeah.
But that moment's etched in time.
That's awesome.
So it's like what you said, we do more.
Yeah.
Because we're almost holding ourselves to a higher schedule for moments like this.
Yeah.
Like even today, you being flexible and coming by in the morning.
Yeah.
What's wild, now that you're saying what I get from this.
Yeah.
Like I woke up this morning and I was excited because we were going to have a morning interview.
Yeah.
But I did have a lot I was handling before.
Yeah.
And then when you got here, it was like instantly refreshed. And now I didn't even know I was going to get this much positivity. You know?
Got you.
So now my day is on a better start. Or when it's in the middle of the day and I've, worked my tail off till it's just a moment of refreshment.
Yeah.
And like you said, we do more.
Yeah.
Connect more. Talk
Connect
more.
more. Also documenting the conversation and your thought process. You can look back to like listen. Because I made a video, very recent video was like how much YouTube pay me without posting 365 days. And then because I was like kind of talking about how I went through my YouTube journey on that video. And then watching back all the videos I made. And I was like, I did a lot, you know? And then I had a good time doing it. And then like, I see myself before and then like what I was doing, like I'm proud of, because if I didn't take a moment to capture it, made that video, I probably forgot. Mm-hmm. So I think that's good. And then monetization aspect of it, it's kind of inspires me to do it because YouTuber makes a lot of money. Sometimes I take it as like a digital investment, right? Like digital currency, because YouTube is the only platform, I believe, that it's investment, because TikTok and Instagram is like a very like quick theme. You post it, you make certain views, and then you make money maybe. And then you get followers like that. But YouTube is a compound digital asset. So then you make some videos and then 3 years later, it might pop off. It's very, very not unusual to do that. And then if you have more videos, and then you have more chance to get to more viewers. And then I saw a statistic the other day, 8 billion YouTuber users and then 3 billion YouTube users like inactive. So in whole world, then it's growing and growing. Mm-hmm. And then shorts are growing, long form is growing. People watch podcasts and like Joe Rogan or whatever on the YouTube. Mm-hmm. And then like, it's just like, for me, I know like I'm spending so many time and effort. And then people said like, my mom, like first time, or like my girlfriend, like, sometimes say like, you need to focus on what you're good at with, marketing for restaurant, hospitality business. And I have, national clients. And they also like, restaurant, you should focus on that. I'm like, well, this is something I gotta do. for myself. And then this is something, it's gonna be good. And I tell them, say, I'll buy you dinner with my YouTube earnings some point, So.
Well, it speaks to me because like when times get hard and I feel like my schedule's filling up and maybe I should be focusing on something else.
Yeah.
I tell myself, you do it just solely for the fact of doing it because it means something to you and it means something to the people that listen and it means something to the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
Give it a priority.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that I slack in other areas, but I'm like the same way you hold real estate to a certain standard, your health to a certain standard, these other things.
Yeah.
This podcast is I'm going to hold that to a standard.
Yeah, I think I can totally relate that to that statement you just say, because some people will think that you're slacking on the other area and that you don't have time. I think it's hard to explain, but my energy, yes, it's split thin, but also like the way I am, I can be doing same shit for like 8 hours or 10 hours a day. Like I like doing other things. So I give best effort. So if like my clients listen to this, me doing YouTube give me more opportunity to try out, do other things. And then also I get more perspective from life. So their stuff is better. So because of I'm doing this, I'm practicing like making videos with AI and all that stuff. I use that for my clients on the marketing side. And then whatever I learn from doing marketing stuff, I use it for restaurant business. And then so it's really not like time. It's not time is like what they pay for. But like also like I have my employees that they work hard to get spending time for their stuff and then all that stuff. So I have to utilize delegate to do that. But yeah, just I don't think everybody will be happy, but I know what I'm doing is right.
Man, and it's funny because like I didn't even know I needed this moment, because it's the same.
Yeah.
When it gets, that's what we were talking about earlier, like when stuff like with the YouTube videos or podcasts that post 6 and then they're done.
Yeah.
It's like at the first moment of a hurdle, if you just quit, then it's not worth it. Yeah. And I thought of the word investment when you said it. I feel like I've made an investment into this chapter of documenting conversations with people. Yeah. That like I would be upset at myself if I just quit. Yeah. But like I said, if I get to a point where I chose to put a stop to it, that's different. Yeah. But just quitting just because maybe I don't feel like it that day. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of unacceptable.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you love it, then just do it. You know what I mean?
Well, like this moment, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's so rewarding. Yeah. Like, and so is your YouTube. Like, literally, it took you out of a depression mode. Yeah. I listen to words of affirmation. I listen to motivational videos. I watch motivational things. For that stuff to have a real impact on your life is a big deal. Yeah. And then you pay it forward. Yeah. And I just, that's important for people to hear because there's some people that'll just like sit in negativity and never trust that they could just have that. Yeah. Like just watch some YouTube that's healthy YouTube. Yeah. And then take some implementation. Yeah. And then you'll see it change.
Exactly. I mean, also like even like I have not many subscribers. I mean, I'm almost
over 1,000 is crazy.
Yeah, I'm almost 2,000. So after that, my goal is to get to like 10K. Mm-hmm. But I think I also get like a negative comments already. Like some people like say like, "Oh, you're like stupid" or whatever. It's so funny to me. It's just like
you don't take them personal though, right?
It's not personal, but it's kind of like it's funny. But sometimes it's get to me. But sometimes, to be honest, I had one person commented like super negative, said this is not good or whatever. I'm like kind of like I was sad about it, and then I looked it up, and then who is this guy? It was like a little kid. I was like, okay, I shouldn't care about that much, but also like people watching and commenting, thanks for commenting kind of deal, So I don't know, it's just give and take, but I do hear people saying like you're saying like your dad calls or whatever, But honestly, I went back to Japan like 2 years ago. And my mom, like I told you that, my mom said, like, focus on marketing and all that kind of stuff. And then I had a moment with my mom, like, and then I told her, like, I got into her, and then she's like, well, you don't really even care about how I do YouTube and all that kind of stuff, And then she's like, no, I do care. And she pulled up the notebook, and then literally she showed me, like, day one to, like, till that day, she wrote down subscribers. Shit, I'm getting emotional. Then
It's okay.
Yeah, then she wrote down all the notes. It was fucking awesome. Shit, I didn't think I was gonna get emotional.
It's okay, brother.
But that was
She
good.
wrote down your subscribers at different
Every
stages
single day. Yeah.
to 1,000, over 1,000.
Over 1,000, yeah. Fuck. I'm not gonna put it on the
No, man, you got to. You got to be yourself. This is
Yeah.
important. Like, look at what love can do.
Yeah,
You're like, you don't care. And she's like, I don't care. Look
Yeah.
at this.
yeah.
That's amazing, brother.
It was cool though. And then hopefully she's doing that. Thanks, bro. Damn. I didn't plan on doing that. But yeah.
No judgment.
It was
brother.
cool. It was cool. Yeah.
So you're Bro, let me just say, thank you for being open. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't shy away from it. I'm
Yeah.
not your boss. I'm not telling you what to do. But that's important parts of you too.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing.
No
That's
worries.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, to have that feeling with your mom. I'll share one that may make me emotional,
Yeah.
just so you can feel better.
Yeah.
One time I went hunting with my dad,
Yeah.
and he has a friend that we go with, and it's like a group. And I went to the tent. They stay in a camper. So I went to my tent early so that I could go to bed, because they like to stay up and get up early. They're crazy. Like, I need my 6 hours of sleep or 8
Yeah.
hours of sleep, whatever. So I go to the tent to go to sleep, and I hear my dad talking to his friend, and they start talking about me. And my dad's like, yeah, I'm really proud of him because, when he was 19, I took him to do directional drilling with me because he's an oil field guy.
Yeah.
And he worked with me for like a week. And then I asked him if he wanted to come back, and he said no, that he wanted to do something where he's not working with his hands. And he was like, he's not scared of hard work, but he realized that this wasn't his worth, doing 50 hours a week outside to make minimal. And he said, and then a couple months later, he started focusing, and a few years later, he got into real estate and took off. And I'm always proud of him for that, because he didn't choose to follow me. He bet on himself and like believed in himself to do something different. And that meant a lot to me to like see my son do that.
Yeah.
And it was crazy for me to hear my dad saying that without him knowing I'm sitting there. Like, if we were sitting there in a circle and he's saying that, it means something.
Yeah.
But with me out of the environment and I can just happen to hear him because my tent's close to the fire, it's like honest, you know?
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear what other people either have done to support you or what they think of you, because you're just kind of doing your thing.
Yeah.
You're creating YouTube, you're owning businesses, you're pushing for a better Yosuke, but you have supporters.
Yeah.
And it's nice to kind of feel that sometimes.
Yeah.
And I know it's a deep emotional thing, but it's necessary.
Yeah. It's leaning up to that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's beautiful your dad, like, think of you that way and then talks about you that way. And then, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, it means a lot.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, maybe I am doing okay. Because, we're our hardest critic.
Yeah.
And I did this exercise with a guy I interviewed earlier this week. And he was like, he said, what would others think of you? Or what do others think of you? And answer in one word. And I mean, that was a deep moment for me where I'm like, dang, I wonder what, even though I don't do things for other people's approval, I wonder what they think of me. And I wrote caring, but maybe people think I'm that, maybe people don't. But that was a good moment to like think internally, where I'm like, dang, if I was gone tomorrow, what are all these people going to think? And that's a good moment. And you had it with your mom. I had it with my dad. Speaking of the podcast, I remember when I first started, I had some editing issues and I got frustrated. And Rachel was like, don't quit now just from like one frustration.
Yeah.
She's like, you're 5 episodes in, like keep going. And now we're 80 episodes later.
Yeah.
So it's important to have those moments. And for you to have that with your mother is really cool.
Yeah, I think
You deserve that.
Yeah, thanks, man. I think because like Asian parents is kind of different. Like they don't really tell you like that like I love you and stuff, and also like I'm proud of you stuff. Like that's like really not a thing.
Really?
Yeah. So I know like my mom always told me like you have to go to big company and you have to work for somebody to get better and all that, you know. So like I never thought like she's like proud. Like I think like even like she didn't even say like she's proud of what I'm doing the YouTube, but like that she cared about what I was doing is more meaningful to me, you know, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Yeah.
Man, I bet that was a moment. And that was a year or two ago?
Yeah, a year or two ago. And then that was I remember that. I remember that day. I'll probably never forget. Yeah.
Man, I'm curious, you know, what's next since you are diving back into your YouTube for consistency and then you are opening a new business with, you know, the Akai or the Japanese speakeasy. Like, what's next for you? Is it more focus and more creation, or what are your thoughts?
I mean, a lot of things is in the horizon as far as YouTube goes. You know, whenever I started back up, because I was like, well, I gotta do something for myself to be like creative, and then like, well, I was just gonna start posting, and then I posted like 3 like vlogs, and then like my girlfriend, she told me like, who wanna watch this? You know, like it's like a very like but she watched it. I mean, like she supports me to like, but like she's like very. I love her because like she's that person. She's like not fake, you know.
Mm.
And then I got me thinking, yeah, that's kind of true. Who will watch that, you know? Because I was kind of trying to be like Christian Guzman or how to be. So like they already made that name for themselves, so they care about their life. So then. Well, that's why I do care. But like, if somebody who's watching my life right now, it's probably not gonna care that much, and it's not really that interesting. I have to like think about looking back and watch myself, and then I'm like, she's right. You know, it's really not interesting. Who's gonna watch it? So, and then like I start watching Peter McKinnon stuff. He's like famous. He has over 5 million subscribers.
And what is his focus?
Film. Photography actually, and he teaches photography, but he has an inspirational document. But his video is beautiful. So I was watching it. I'm like, look, I can kind of do this with a fitness and also like business motivational kind of way, but also I can teach people how to do stuff, and then I can go to life stuff. But I want to make something I am proud of. Mm-hmm. Is like a big thing now. Yeah. So how much YouTube pay me that video I'm proud of. So then I share to people and all that stuff. Like a view doesn't really matter to me now, because like I'm just making a video I want to make, and then also proud of myself, like making that video. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with like a fitness stuff still. Like I want to do challenges. I'm currently on the challenge of like BCAA. I'm taking an EAA for 30 days. I'm gonna do the body transformation, but also like EAA? EAA is you know BCAAs, like
yeah, that's like the aminos, yeah.
But BCAA has like a 3 ingredients helps the muscle growth without like a deficiency of the protein. But EAA has like 7 or 9 ingredients help grow the muscle. But BCAA is more mainstream. And I was like, why is BCAA more popular than EAA? Because EAA is like obviously better. And then I'm just keep researching it, and then finds out BCAA is cheaper to make. So the manufacturer spend the marketing dollars to push it because it's cheaper to make, and then they can market. But EAA is cost more, like it's expensive to make. It's good for your body. So it's kind of like a diamond situation, like a wedding ring, diamond marketing. Like a diamond itself doesn't really worth much as a rock.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of rocks out there, but like a marketing, every day is kiss begins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then like makes that. So BCA is kind of fucking same thing.
Yeah.
Is that if you're going to try to build the muscle, you might as well take 9 ingredients that the body can produce rather than 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I start taking EAA.
And that's what you're documenting now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I can see actually I have a muscle growth, a better muscle growth. But
see, those moments are interesting though.
Yeah.
Those are things that people can keep up with and learn from.
Exactly.
I think that's important.
And then another video I'm filming next week is, are you a professional or are you an artist? So I do videos and all that stuff, but are you an artist or are you a professional? You just do it for money. So I call up my buddy. His name is Andrew Smith. He is a cinematographer. He shoots movies for Netflix and Amazon Prime and all that. He's a pretty cool dude, but he's like 7 foot tall. So he's like, I tell him he's like human jib, because he's so tall. But so I'm gonna have like a podcast style video. Then we're gonna talk about your artist and a professional. We're gonna talk about that, and then I have a sneaker. I'm got into a sneaker, so I want to take a photo of the sneaker in the alleyway in the golden hour, and then I want to take one good photo, a giving away sneaker, but I'm in the behind. So I want to do that, and then I want Andrew to film sneakers or alleyway, make cinematic as possible. Because I sold him the idea. I said, hey, when is the last time you just went out shooting to just make a beautiful footage? As a professional, that's a waste of time, right? But as an artist, it's fun to do that. But when is the last time to do that? He's like, well, actually, we haven't done that. No, I haven't done that. So let's go do it. So we're doing that next week. So those kind of stuff I want to document, and I want to teach people how to make AI videos, AI software, also how to learn make a sushi, how to do restaurant, and then I have so many people I meet, restaurant owners, business owners. I kind of want to document their life, like a 1-day series. I'm in there learning, but also I want to take a beautiful photo and then a beautiful B-rolls to tell their stories. And I think people would like it, but also I just want to do it for myself to document and watch and then create that video. So that's my YouTube for me. I probably do at least one video in 2 weeks because it takes so long. But after that, I'm going to hire dedicated people for YouTube so that I can pump out twice a week. But right now, my editor is kind of helping me. I do all the rough cut, all that stuff, and then they kind of enhance it for me. Then I think one a week or 1 or 2 week, I can just commit on. So then that's what I'm going to do. And the restaurant stuff. And
what's crazy is what I'm hearing now with the mission is it's coming from a place of passion. And then we go back to this word, authenticity. So you're leaning into you more. And so you're more engaged instead of when you're well, who would watch this? I was just kind of doing it.
Yeah.
But now even helping your friend out where you're artist or professional or interviewing those business people, that's going to expand your worldview and it means something to you. So you're going to be more locked in.
Yeah.
That's important. Yeah. So I think that's cool that you're hitting new chapters of it as well.
Yeah.
Because content creating can be hard.
Yeah. Content is hard. Also, people say algorithm hates you or whatever, right? I think I was watching on that video said replace the word algorithm to audience. So then maybe audience hates you because maybe your content looks like shit, So you have to be honest to yourself. And then I'm thinking about, okay, I go further, okay, algorithm, audience, and I just say me. Like, do I want to watch this video? Do I care about this content? Now, if I care about it, somebody else. You know, there's like 3 billion people watching. So probably like 1 million of them probably think like me. So if I like it, probably 1 million people will like it, you know? So it doesn't really matter. So that's kind of my focus, like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's important though.
Yeah.
Man, it's beautiful to learn about how crazy your journey can be.
Yeah.
Because going from Mexico, Japan to Felt, Oklahoma, back to Japan, back to Oklahoma, like that's crazy in itself. But what you've been through is amazing.
Oh,
like
thanks,
yes, sir. And I'm happy that I chose to reach out to you because we've been connected, but we haven't had this moment.
Yeah.
And this is really cool for me.
It is a beautiful moment.
Funny story. You're the first person I ever sparred in my life.
Really?
Yeah. Like I did like boxing and stuff as kids, but like going to a gym to train.
Yeah.
You're the first person when we went to the Muay Thai gym.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just remember I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm athletic. Like I play sports. I wasn't in baseball, but it was like basketball and other sports. And I'll never forget it because you're the first one. And it's so hilarious. And luckily.
How did I do?
You were very nice, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
For like the martial arts culture.
Yeah.
It's nice to go with good partners.
Yeah.
And I just remember us going and I was like, yeah, one, I suck, but we're working.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, like, yeah, you were landing like a bunch of hits and kicks and stuff, but it was, people may not even understand this unless they train, but it was polite.
Yeah.
You know, it was placement.
Yeah.
And I think that's funny because like literally I walked in, Rachel was like, this is Yosuke. You were super nice. We sparred. Then you showed me you're a cool dog. Yeah. And then we didn't really interact much.
Yeah.
And we've kept up with each other. And then we were blessed enough to run into you at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then now we're here. Like when you ask like why I stay committed to these things, it's because of this. And you never know like what'll happen. Cause like that was just another day in the gym for you.
Yeah.
But it was literally the first time I ever put a mouthpiece in to spar with someone. And I'm like, this is wild. I remember it was you and Zevin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Zevin's going hard. I mean, he's going to make it someday.
And he's so talented, man.
Yeah.
He's so talented.
I hope he's going to go UFC soon. And then I think he's fighting soon. But he's making some YouTube video.
I bet he's crazy.
It is funny, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, they did like a laser tag, not laser tag, taser wrestling. Like,
what?
They have a taser and then they do jujitsu.
So they can wrestle and then tase each other in between?
Yeah, so if they tap with like, if they get choked out, that's, you lose. But if you tap by like getting tased and then you can't take it anymore and then you tap and lose. It's fucking stupid. Check it out YouTube. With? I mean, he was at the American Elite and they had like, probably like 8 people or something like that. And they did a tournament.
With the taser?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll go watch it. Zevin, you're a fool for that. Oh my God. Well, man, I just wanted to express again, thank you.
Well, thanks.
Because learning about you and getting to see different sides of you is really nice. Did I leave anything that you wanted to talk about before I wrap up?
No, man. I mean, honestly, like, thanks for having me. I guess, closing now, I'll say, if you haven't ever come to Akai Sushi, come to Akai Sushi. Yep. It's a great sushi. Will said we're the best. But
what's your favorite thing on the menu?
Well, so it's funny you ask. I'm telling people kind of there's a secret roll. Just order a secret roll and then you will love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to remember that.
Yeah.
You know, we go once a month or so.
Yeah, just
keep
a secret
up with
roll.
Well, man, congrats to your success you've already had.
Oh.
But I think the thing I love the most about you is your mindset and your willingness to chase your purpose. Yeah. I think that's really important. So just keep being a good dude. Man,
I gotta say this. Thanks for having me. And then honestly, like 87 podcasts in, I don't know what your first episode looked like or sounded like, but when you are doing interview with people, I know that you are good at interviewing people.
Thank you.
You call back with what I said and all that stuff, and then you have your story and have a conversation.
Thank you.
Some people think that is easy thing to do, but I think that's maybe something you're naturally good at.
I didn't know.
Maybe something you learned about. And then like whenever, I mean, like even like I fucking cried today. I think that's like shows how good of podcaster. I don't know how you call yourself, but
you can call me a podcaster. I can get some labels.
I think that's awesome that you are good, and I think that you should be proud too to got better at doing stuff. And then people, listening to this, I mean, I probably should appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. That means more than you know. It really does. For you to say that means a lot, because there's always going to be doubt in moments or overthinking and things like that. But another story, I have some real estate deals going on, and one wasn't going well and one was going really well. And I met the realtor yesterday after we closed on the one that was going well. Yeah. And she said, I just have to say, your professionalism and your attention to detail, like, you were so good to work with. I want to learn more about you. Can we go to lunch? And this lady's like 50-something, or 60-something, been doing real estate for 40 years. Yeah. As I'm getting tested with a bad transaction of like maybe getting critiqued for just doing my normal job, right? This person gives me the flowers. It's like, no, keep going. And then with the pod, there may be moments where I'm in an interview and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not performing as well as I think I should. And then you sit here and give me flowers. So that's very impactful to my growth, but it means a lot too, because the same way your mom having the list of all the subscribers, it's kind of a moment, a smaller moment, but like a moment for me, for you to say that, because you do YouTube, you do content, and for you to be comfortable enough to be open, but also receptive enough and then giving enough to tell me like that you enjoyed the experience. Yeah. That means a lot. So thank you so much, bro.
Thank you. I mean, I think that it's important to tell people what you think, and then people hold back, either good or bad. I'm like very blunt person. So like if this sucks, I will probably say it, like I'll probably like even job interview, even I don't hire people, like say, hey, I would like to say this to you because next interview, you can take this advice. Then I say that to people. And then some people say, Yosuke, you shouldn't say that. They just didn't even ask you. I'm like, well, it's going to be good for them. And they take it, leave it kind of deal. But if something is good that people are doing, even they're working out, you see little changes of people that lost some weight or like growing the muscle. You tell that person, say, hey, you look good, bro. Like you've been working out. That little comment means a lot to them, a lot to me, like a podcast and all that stuff. So I try to say what's on my mind.
Well, it meant a lot.
Yeah.
I told you that this morning, doing it in the morning, I knew it was going to set my day up for success, but that really meant a lot, because it's a marathon. Yeah. And it's nice to get those little moments.
Yeah, little wins.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
We'll get out of here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.